Hey, welcome to something completely different. I've noticed that in the wake of my liminality video doing so much, and this one comment bruising my ego so brutally, I've decided to start something completely different and new. This series is going to be called ChillCraft, where I'm just going to play Minecraft all the way through until I beat the game, and each episode I'm going to be taking in questions from both the comments on this video and the next video and whatever follows, as well as on my Discord for questions that people want to have answered. They don't gotta be about me, they could be about anything. I will sit down, I will take the time to answer one question or several per video, depending on how willing I am to keep playing the game. I really just wanted to do this because a lot of stuff right now is super chaotic and super loud. I don't think I need to do that in order to just have fun and play the game. Since I'm a little bit egotistical today, the first question I'll be answering in this video, and the only one I'll be answering for video 1, is going to be why I started doing anything on YouTube that was like gaming related, content related, stuff like that. Now, I started out in probably a similar way to a lot of people, where I had been playing on the server that I had joined during the early parts of the pandemic. I joined basically because I was sad. I think that's the only reasonable explanation. I was in a relatively bad spot. Not like terrible, but just like I was super drained mentally. I missed all my friends, seeing all my friends, because I was in my junior year of high school when it happened. I just was missing people. Like, I missed my girlfriend, I missed all my friends. I missed a lot of just the easiness of being able to just be in one spot and hang out with people. Because high school makes that so easy. College makes that so easy to just see your friends. I'm not like worried about that kind of stuff now. It's just, it was bad back then, let's say. During that time, I joined this server called Sector 17. And it was really cool for me. I think it was the first like legitimate SMP I played on, which was just super cool to just even have that opportunity. I found it in a Minecraft Reddit thread, which I've always found to be the funniest little tidbit. Like, I would not have started in the way that I did without finding this guy who at the time was going by Megalodon. And he was super cool, super chill guy, super great. Played on that server, which was designed to kind of be like a Hermitcraft for people that would not play on Hermitcraft, let's say. That's how I started the channel out. It was nearing the end of the season. The only reason I had joined the server was because, like, I liked Hermitcraft and I was like, this will be cool just to hang out and build with people. And at the end of the season, they were like, we've been doing this for like, I think it was only 5 months, maybe a little more, 6 months. So they were like, we should probably reset the world. We're all kind of at this point where we're stagnating and we're not making anything anymore. We're just kind of sustaining what we've already got. So they instigated this thing called Grief Day, which is letting everyone do whatever 24 hours before the server resets. So they took a world download, don't have it, they lost it, it really sucks, I miss it, and said, go ham, like, do whatever. And so my first video was literally just on a whim. I had access to Premiere Pro through my school and decided this will be really cool to just record and document. And so I made the account tied to the account name of my Minecraft account. Like, that's just what it was at the time. Which, that'll be a fun story for later. Not today. Maybe today. I'll talk about it probably eventually. I made that video on a whim of just me and my friends going around blowing up my base, me recording and documenting them blowing up theirs, like blowing up the little shopping town we had built, or shopping district, and really just doing whatever, just goofing off, having fun. And as I said, I got Premiere Pro on a whim through my school because they got the like Adobe Classroom suite. I unfortunately have to pay for it now because I'm too used to it, and I would probably hurt myself trying to learn like DaVinci or something. But I made it and I uploaded it, and I think, for me at least, for a first-time creator, it did pretty well for 0 subscribers. And sure, a lot of it was probably about like the 30 to 40 people that played on the server at first, so it bumped it up a lot. I just kind of tossed it to the wind and was like, wow, that was really fun to just like record it and then edit it together and do all that. And I think it was the next day or within like a couple days, at least in that week, that I was like, let me try doing this with something else. So I made the Super Mario 64 speedrun video, where it was, God, I want to say, like, I was super embarrassed, you could tell, that I was doing YouTube, because my family was home, and I was talking real quiet, because I didn't want them to think I was insane, because this was, like, before a time I would, like, talk on Discord to people. Like, I do that all the time now, and they're like, oh, it's just him goofing off with his friends again. Like, that's what it is. But back then, I didn't do that sort of thing, so they just, I didn't want them to know. Anyway, I released that video. That video's terrible. Horrible video. I'm never taking it down, though, because I have pride in the fact that I've gotten better. I kept going on. There was a lot of long stints of time between videos because, one, the way I was doing it was super unsustainable. I was doing the whole, like, each individual caption thing was, like, written out and generated by me. I was watching several hour-long VODs of just, like, me goofing off, doing whatever. But it was super fun. I think it was within the next couple weeks after those first two videos, I was able to put out the next in the Sector 17 series, which would have been Opening Day Shenanigans, and then I think after that was Fishing for Content, because it was literally just I wanted to make a video, so I was fishing for content literally and figuratively. Like, I just started fishing and me and my friends were hanging out on call, and it was super fun to get to do all that. Things kind of died down after a while. The season reset, I think, 2 more times for Sector 17 before a majority of the people, including myself, went with one guy over to, this is a very abridged version, but a server called Survivalverse, where I think I made 3 to 4 videos on there as well. I want to say I made 4 total on that server on one world. I was only invited to join for the second season they had, because they started up a little ways into Sector, and I was kind of busy doing Sector 17 stuff. So I joined after their first season for the start of their second season and did a whole bunch of stuff on there. It was so much fun playing on there. Maybe I did 5 videos, I'm trying to think, because I had 2 that were in, or I had 3 that were in kind of a new style where it was voiceover content, and then I think I did I had the snowman one, and then I had the backrooms video, yeah. And of course there was stuff sprinkled in between of me doing other stuff. I played in some events and stuff, like I did a few charity events that were streamed on Twitch at the time, and then from there it kind of died down again. There was another server that was made by yet another person that had been in both of the servers beforehand, and he invited me to that solely because he was like, I like the stuff that you're making right now. You should come hang out on the server and make content. And I joined that server for a little bit. I was playing on it. I had this whole video planned where I was going to take a woodland mansion. This is right when cherry trees were added into the game. and I was going to turn it into a Barbie dream house, and just that was going to be the entire video, and then I was like, this is taking forever, I don't want to do it. It was taking me way too long to do even like the build part of the video that I just didn't want to end up finishing the video at all. Like, I think I got at least half of the mansion done before I was like, I gotta call it, like, I am deteriorating so quickly. Like, my mental state is worse than it was when I started playing. I didn't end up making anything on their server, which is unfortunate, and I don't play with any of those people anymore as well. I keep up with some of them. Some of them I check up on. We'll talk for a little bit. But life moves on. The next little bit of stuff I did, I think happened to be because I applied for the Levels SMP. And of course I was doing like other games and stuff. Like, I still technically count as a variety channel because I post other games that aren't just Minecraft, but I applied for Levels SMP, where I ended up meeting quite a few people, some of which got into the server, some of them did not. I unfortunately don't keep up with any of them now. I just ended up making some connections there, and in the end I only made, I think, 2 or 3 videos with those people that I made connections with. Of course, I joined other servers for a little bit. That was through some other people that I met through non-server applications, but I really wasn't doing anything for a long time, like a couple month period. I just wasn't really getting myself into anything, or I was kind of just feeling bad that none of the stuff I was making was doing well. Eventually, one of the people I met through the Levels SMP application process invited me to this server called SM Premiere, which had quite a few bigger creators on it. I didn't know any of them because I am terrible when it comes to content. Like, I don't know anybody in the same sphere as me, at least outside of the people that I'm friends with, and even the people that I'm friends with, I'm like, I only met them by chance. Anyway, I was invited to that server, in a very me fashion. I was late to the little beginning bit, like the grand opening of the server. I was late to that, which is probably the most me way to get anything done, is to just not show up to the opening of a server you get invited to. So when I coincidentally joined like a couple days after the opening, I think it was like 2 days after the opening, people were shocked. A lot of people that were on the server, like online at the time, thought that the IP had gotten leaked somehow, or like the whitelist broke, or that I hacked in. And I was like, nah, dude, I'm in the Discord. I was here. It's really funny to me because it really explains a lot about, I think, the next couple chunks of my YouTube stuff, where I just started showing up in the backgrounds of other people's event videos. Like, I was just coincidentally also there. I was never like the big creator that would show up and everyone would freak out over. I was the one that was in the background of everyone's screenshots that they were taking, just staring dead-eyed into the camera. Anyway, a little ways into SM Premiere, I did my rebrand. I made some great friends, that Ethan839 guy and Mr. Starsalt. I guess from there, I just basically was only doing SM Premiere stuff. I only made one video on the first world of the server for the first season. But then I took the people that I was like considered myself pretty good friends with, mainly Ethan839 and Mr. Starsalt, and did some videos with them. Shout out to the Stupid Idiots, that's our little group name. We have a group channel. There's nothing on it. It is my fault. We recorded a video and I haven't found a way to get my POV to Star, who wanted to edit the first video. And he's doing a great job on what he's got so far. It's 100% on me that it's just not there to him. If you guys know any way to send very large files over the internet, please tell me, because at this point I'm just gonna have to buy a USB, put the video on it, and mail it to him, because it's gonna be faster. Anyway, I made some videos with those guys, met some cool people, watched them do their thing for a while, played more games. God, is that basically modern day? I only really started picking up, like, subscribers recently. Like, I think I can check real quick. Okay, so I just checked. I hit 200 subscribers about 6 months ago at the time of recording this, and went from that to now I think we're at 320. But for a while I was basically in that like just over 100 subscriber position. Even like when I joined SM Premiere, I think only at like 90. Like I hadn't even broken 100 yet, which is just wild to think about with how quickly I've grown. I started posting shorts recently, as you probably know. A lot of CSGO stuff, a lot of Lethal Company being played, and that's basically it, honestly, which is kind of unfortunate because I've been wandering around looking for somewhere that looks cool to put my house, and I got nothing. Anyway, I said I'd get to it at the end. I guess this is technically the end at this point. You guys are about to know the true lore behind the Lukamon YouTube name. What does this name mean? Who are you even? And I look at them and my default response has become, it's because of Pokemon and my name is Luca. Only one of those is true. It's the weirdest thing. I'm surprised more people haven't figured it out. It's not because of Pokemon. If you go back to, let's say, a website called NameMC. Like, go to NameMC right now and search up Lukamon. It's got 3 C's in it. It's just my YouTube name. Go look it up on NameMC. You'll see I haven't privated any of the names I've used. At one point, I changed my name from its original name, and I changed it a few times, of course. It was made when I was, I want to say, 11. Maybe 10 or 11. I don't know how old my account is. I could probably check. I'm just gonna say we were 10 because that makes me feel better about this decision. But my dad and I were sitting down doing all the account stuff. I had gotten one of those little Minecraft gift cards, and the username I wanted was Mongoose, like the animal. My reasoning behind this was because there was this kind of like animated short film. I say it's short because it was 45 minutes long, but there was a fully animated movie called Rikki Tikki Tavi, which is about this mongoose that saves this family from these evil cobras. And I thought it was the best thing I'd ever seen in my entire life. I was obsessed with it. We owned it on VHS. I would watch it probably several times a day when I was even younger than when I got the account. And I thought the mongoose was just the coolest animal. Ricky in there, he was just the coolest little guy, little goober. And so as an homage to Rikki Tikki Tavi, the mongoose, as an homage to him, I named myself Lukamon. So the Mon in Lukamon does not stand for anything like Pokemon or Digimon or just a little fun little bit, so I'm not just called Luca. It is 100% just Mongoose. I just think it's funny that this whole time everyone that asked me about it never got the right answer, and I guess it's just now it is time to come clean. Unfortunately, that's basically all I've got for a first video. Please submit questions so I have anything else to talk about. We're gonna find real quick, before I end the video, I'm gonna go build a house and just have somewhere to live. I mean, come on. You know what? Here's cool. This'll work. I'm gonna cut to this being finished, so cut. And now I've got a house. Beautiful. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this one. Yeah. Thanks for watching.